policy exchange are working with King's College London, who are experts on air quality, and we're looking at the issue of air pollution in London.
The Mayor needs to recognise that there's a continuing problem with air pollution in London.
London still has very high levels of nitrogen oxides, levels which exceed legal and healthy limits for pollution.
They actually affect people's lives quite dramatically, and actually their life expectancy is reduced as a consequence of air pollution.
So our analysis showed that in 2010, a quarter of London's school children were attending schools where the nitrogen dioxide levels were above legal and healthy limits, a quarter of the whole school population in London. The incoming Mayor of London needs to draw up a really ambitious plan to tackle air pollution in London, and that needs to look at all of the main sources of air pollution. One of the big policies that's within the Mayor's control is the low emission zones and the ultra low emission zone that will be coming in 2020, and that's a policy that can be used to restrict the most polluting vehicles from entering London or charging those vehicles to enter London. So as part of our work, we've looked at how you could improve those policies to make them more impactful. One of the other things that the Mayor of London could look at is buses and taxis. So there's already work going on to clean up the bus fleet, but that also needs to go a lot further. And finally, the Mayor of London also needs to work with both the UK government and also the European Commission on things such as the financial incentives which have driven the large uptake of diesel vehicles over the last decade or so, and also look at the emission standards for new diesel vehicles to make sure that only the cleanest vehicles are on the road.
The Mayor needs to be ambitious to continue with the current policies that there are in London in removing the most polluting vehicles, but also to influence UK-wide policy in removing diesel vehicles, in particular from the fleet of vehicles in London.